Greetings, dear teachers and colleagues. This small tutorial will guide you through how to fill the monthly assessment sheet. One note, you should know that this monthly assessment sheet will be filled separately for each class, each section, and each subject. First step, you will go to grade management. Once it open, you will see many tabs here, but mainly you will use only 4 tabs. Let's go through them. View all grades. It will give you the grades and the marks for each column separately. As you can see, the monthly assessment sheet as like this, designed for 4 classworks and their average, 4 homeworks and their average, and the total of the 2 averages together. Then you have a quiz and you have a monthly test. So in this view, you will see them separately after you choose your desired report. Of course, in this tab, you will see going through the academic year, you will see more than one assessment. So you will choose the assessment that you desire to see the grades. Then you will choose the column separately. Okay, so you will see each mark for each column separately. What if you want to see the full report card or the full assessment sheet? You will see it from this tab, student summary report. In student summary report, once you click on it and choose the desired monthly assessment, you will see the marks for all of the class, the mark that you have entered previously. Then comes the question where you will enter the marks in fill report card. Okay, here as you can see, you will see the same view as you can see in the Excel or this paper that we were submitting before manually. Okay, so in student summary report, student report summary, you will see all the columns after filling, and also here you can see the averages for classwork and homework, and of course this column will be calculated automatically by the system. Also the third column, total, which is the sum of 2 averages, and quiz and monthly will be entered manually by the teacher. This will apply only for this first monthly assessment. The coming monthly assessment will be linked directly to your exams, means even the quiz and monthly test and any exam that you will prepare and publish, the marks will come directly here. You don't have to enter them manually. Okay, now let's start filling the report card. Of course, when you are starting filling the monthly assessment, of course you will choose the monthly assessment. Here you are filling mainly 3 things. You are concerned about the date of each classwork and each homework, and the mark for each student, and the note for that lesson that you have given for that week. The same applies for the homework. You will enter the date for that homework, which is the week, and the lesson or page number and the marks. The rest is done automatically by the system except for monthly test and quiz. Now let's start filling a report card. I have went to report card, chosen the report card for that specific month. This date indicates which date you have entered this monthly assessment. This will be seen only by the supervisor, so the supervisor will know that you have done your work perfectly in the accurate time. And of course this should be filled weekly, means if you are giving the classwork 1, which will be for week 1 from each month, like we are in October now, week 1 will start it at 4th to 8th. So each column that you are entering, it will be on a different date. This date will be shown in the final report with your supervisor, so your supervisor will know that you are entering each classwork and each homework on the correct week. Okay, I have went to fill report card, chosen report card, the date is selected automatically. Then you will click the plus sign here. Okay, I have already filled it for first week. Now let's fill it for second week. You will click the plus sign here, and of course, as we discussed before, you are mainly concerned about 3 things: the date for that classwork, and the marks for students, and the lesson. Okay, let's start on it. The first one, new title, will be for that date. Now let's say that date start from as a teacher written here, but instead let's choose the current month. So second week of October start from 11 until 15. So the classwork, second classwork, will be 11/10 until 15/10. Okay, the comment is used to add the second thing, which is the class that you have given in that week or the homework for that week. So here I will write the lesson. Let's say it's lesson 2, which is second week, page number so on and so on. Okay, now last option, which is a mark. Okay, so you will go to the mark and you can see you cannot edit it, but you can choose this one, make default grade. If you choose this option, the system will enter 5 for all of the students, for all the class. Then you can edit them one by one. Now let's go through this again. First thing, you enter the title, which is the date for that classwork or homework according to the column that you are in and the week you are in. Second thing, the new comment, which is the lesson and page number for that week. Last but not least, which is the grade, which is entered automatically. If you choose this one, it will be entered for all of the class or all of the students. Let's say you want to enter it only for one student, so it will be entered for the first student only. But it's preferred to choose this option, then start editing. Now I will create it. As you can see, it gave 5 for all of the students. Here you have another option to add a separate comment for Abdul Hafiz. This comment will be used to identify like behavior and so on, but mainly you will not use it here because we are using behavior criteria from lecture management. This E is for excuse. This is used if the student were absent for a whole week. If this student were absent for a whole week and he will not be taking classwork marks, of course you will give him 0. You have to put him also excused here, means he will not take any mark for this week. And if you want to give him less than 5, of course you can normally come and edit, and even you can use fractions, let's say 4.75. okay, once you finish entering all of the columns, of course this will be done weekly, each week. This is the correct way to do it each week. Of course you can do it all at once. After entering the marks, then you will go down here. This is the important step. You have to click submit. Okay, once submit is clicked, then the system will save the classwork for second week, and the same will be done for other columns, and the same will be done for the quiz and monthly test. Okay, now I have filled the report card. I want to see the marks or the grades. We said that we will go to view all grades, and of course if you have more than 2 sections, you will see sections here. Here I have only 40. You will choose the desired monthly assessment. Then you will choose I want to see the marks for classwork 2, which is the last one we have entered now. As you can see here, it's giving me the date which I have entered. Okay, also you can see it's classwork 2 and the mark for each student. Also you can edit it from here. You can increase it or decrease it. Then you will click here to save it or show save all after editing. So you have 2 ways of editing. You can edit in the field report card option or in view all grades. Now comes the question, what is the difference? The only difference is you will enter it here column by column. In view all grades, you will enter only one column at once. But if you went to fill report card, you can see all the columns at once. That is the only difference. Once you did the editing, you will click save. Then this mark will replace the previous mark that you have entered in fill report card option. After you can finish, you can see the summary report here. But before seeing the summary report, you need to make sure that you have entered everything correctly and accurately. So you will go to insertion reports. This will give you the report that you have entered everything before submitting. So I have chosen classwork 1, for example. As you can see, required grade is 19, enter grade and is 19, missing is 0. Okay, and you can see this is only for Abdul Aziz because the setting was like so, which is the teacher name, which is your name. Okay, now I have made sure that I have entered all marks for classwork 1. Then you can check the other columns, and we have submitted for classwork 1 and 2, but we did not submit for classwork 3 or any of the homework. If I come to classwork 3 and click submit, you can see that the required mark is 19, but the entered mark is 0. So I didn't do the classwork for the third week of the month. Then you will go back to fill report card and start filling the missing grades. Okay, last option, then you will use it to, you can say export it or use it as a backup or just to see the full view of the worksheet after you have filled it, which is this view. Everything is filled, mark is filled, dates are filled, lessons and page numbers are filled. You will see it from, as we discussed previously, student report summary. You will go and choose the desired assessment. Then you can see everything here, starting from classwork 1 ending with monthly assessment exam. And you can see all the assessment here, so you can see the report for all of the assessment in one tab. Okay, just fast recap for what we have done. The first step, you will go to home page. Once you logged into your account, you will go to grade management. After grade management, you will start filling your report card from fill report card. And if you want to fill them column by column, you can use view all grades and choose the desired report card and start filling each column separately. Or if you want to fill the whole report card or the whole monthly assessment, you can use fill report card from here. Then second step, you will click on, after choosing the monthly report, you will click on the plus sign. After clicking on the plus sign, the first box is for the date. The second box is for the lesson that you are giving for that week. And last but not least, the mark is entered manually, and you can use this option to enter the same mark for all of the students of your class. After done, you will go to submit to save the entering for the mark that you have done. Then you will go to insertion report to check that you have entered all of the mark for all of the students. Of course, the same step, you have to choose the desired report card. Then choose the desired column. You will check them one by one. Or to make it even faster, you can just go to student summary report. You can see the full view. And of course, here you can see if you missed entering any marks for the students. And that would be all. Good luck to all of you.